Gilkins outside the London Stadium, West Ham fan TV. Dave, I'm sorry, but that's pathetic.
It is. It is.
Pathetic lineup to start with, I think.
Yeah, I assumed when I looked at it that Paquetá was playing a false nine, but
why? We're at home. Look at the way we ended the game last week. You got to start like that.
Yeah. But how many times have I stood here and said this guy ain't the answer? How many times have I stood here and said like that? You've got Mourinho available. I know, like you just said, but yeah, you got Mourinho available right now, who might give his team some fight and backbone. But as I said before, look, the symptoms. Potter's a symptom, right? Potter's a symptom. The players, we need a striker and a son. We didn't get it. We need a goalkeeper, and we got this Danish Roberto, this clown who doesn't come off his line at corners. You can't do the basics of goalkeeping, the things you see pub league Sunday players doing. He's not doing. The Kovacic in the director's box. He should have put the money up in the transfer window. He didn't do it, and we're seeing the results of it right now.
I mean, one of the things I've got to point out again, mate, started with that midfield, slowest in the league by a long shot, and it's cost us today because he's trying to trap the ball, and it's got away from him, and he couldn't reach it.
Oh, it was a stonewall red card all day long. He had the right idea, but the wrong player, didn't he? He should have done that in a slightly more in Tottenham's right wing, but. It's not. I said out of Forest, like you looked at that team. Fernandes, if he can improve his final ball, he's going to be one hell of a player. You can see the link up in him. You can see he's trying to get the ball off the fence and turn. He's trying to make things happen. But him and Paquetá in that position, I think, will be fine. But we've sent the only holding midfielder we've got out to Turkey, and that's his decision. That's a poor decision of the manager. How long can people justify just? One, can you make a case now for Potter improving this? Can you?
The thing is, he's fucked himself really, Dave, because he done well last week. At the end of last week's game, everyone was praising him. The right substitutions, you got to start with that. He comes here today against this lot. We want to get into this lot from the start. It's the only way you're going to beat them. Yeah, you lay off of them, they're going to cane us like they did, right? You go without a striker. The same two midfielders, no energy, Paquetá up front, who was our best player last week by far. It's completely wrong.
It is.
Completely wrong.
I agree, 100%. But that's all on. That's like I said, two faults. The chairman's not made money available that we needed to spend.
There's other players there though, Dave. The Wilson's sitting now. Put him back. Put Fernandes back in next to Souček or Ward-Prowse or whoever you want to play. Because when we see the midfield, right, the midfield is the issue, right? We got killed in midfield today. Ward-Prowse is still on after 90 minutes. We're chasing the game. We're 2-0 down. It's taken off Paquetá, all of our creativity and all of our pace.
Yeah, and that's a manager's decision. I'd say as well, to be fair, the first goal's on the keeper, and the second goal...
I think the second goal's on the keeper and all.
I agree, he's in no man's land, but you've got 6'3", 6'4" centre-halves that have been caught out, can't communicate, and been out-jumped. It's poor positioning, really. Like I said, he takes the blame. He's... Bearing in mind Roberto was a free, we've paid 16 million quid for him.
Yeah.
And we're getting this. He was up today. Put Fabianski back in. At this point, you've got nothing to lose. We've got nothing to lose from it. Areola's done. You see at Wolves he can't save his hands. He's trying to save things with his feet, and that's cost us 2 goals in the cup. Put him. You might as well give Fabianski a go. You might as well put him back in.
So what's the answer now? Mourinho's out of work. Santos is out of work. Get rid of this guy and go. That's another detrimental loss. That's a lot of goals we've conceded.
It is. I would get rid of Potter now. I would, like I said against Forest, Mourinho is the David Moyes Pro Max. He's the upgraded, better version. He might put some solidity in this team, and he might just we're 18th in the league. You know what I mean? And we're 18th for a reason.
Because we're shit.
Yeah. Because we're giving just so many cheap goals away, and maybe we do need a manager like that. Maybe we do need to get someone back in who's going to put a bit of spine and a bit of backbone back in his team. Someone who maybe, just maybe, and this is the case of Mourinho, might have the personality and the character to stand up to the ball and to say, no, this isn't good enough. If you want a Premier League team that's going to stay up and do things, I'm going to need the money to do it. And right now, we need 2 centre-halves, we need a goalkeeper. I would argue, actually, in fairness, and I'll have my hands up on this, I said Walker Peters was a busted loss, and I think, it's too early gone. You can't write a player out of 2 games, you can't pick a player. But So far, I think you can make a solid case. That Walker Peters is an upgrade on Wan-Bissaka. Juve looked okay. I still got concerns about him defensively. I think he's a great cross on the ball, but we've still got to go and buy at least one centre mid. We've got to buy a centre half, and we need a striker. And you ain't getting those in January, and the money ain't going to be there in January. So
very thin.
Let's enjoy the Premier League while we've got it still, because next season we're going to have me and you'll be having a lot of 12:30 conversations in Preston and Middlesbrough and places like that.
Fucking wouldn't bother me, mate. But thank you very much, Dave. Cheers.